Alright, for my live performance video, I'm going to talk about a concert that I went to. It was outdoors, it was an outdoor concert. It was actually at Harrisburg Days, just like a community event that they do. The band that I saw was the Johnny Holmes Band. It was an outside performance, like I said. So the band members were all dressed rather casually. All the attendees in the audience were also dressed casually. People are in like their summer shorts and their casual t-shirts. It was outside, again, like I said, in a canopy tent though. So they put a big tent up so that you know where to go. The band is in the front, plenty of room for people to stand. There's like some bleachers on the side for people to sit. People are welcome to bring their chairs and sit and watch. And then there's like snack vendors or food vendors and drink vendors and all of that in the background. So it was a pretty casual, just like upbeat, lighthearted type of event. It didn't cost anything. You were just welcome to come and leave come as you please and leave as you please. So in the Johnny Holmes Band, which I had not known much about before I went, I just heard that it was like a local band that travels around this region and performs. Has 5 members. The main member is Johnny Holmes, who is an older gentleman who started the band a while ago. I don't actually know the actual start date. His daughter is also a part of the band now, and they have 3 male musicians. Most of them sang, but they also played various instruments. A lot of the main instruments was that I saw were Johnny Holmes played an electric guitar. One of the male players played electric guitar. There was an electric bass, and then there was a drum set. And then his daughter sang. She was a vocalist. The environment, like I said, was very upbeat and lighthearted. I could see why Johnny Holmes is like a big hit. Other people in the area had heard about him. They're very like interactive with the audience. They feed off of the audience's like engagement and their attitude and the way they react to their performances. There's many times where Johnny Holmes had like come off the stage to like dance with people in the crowd. At one point even he like told this little kid that was dancing really like nicely to the music, he was doing some really cool stuff, to come up on the stage, and he came up there and he danced, and Johnny just like stepped aside and let him dance through the whole song. It was pretty cool. So I think that overall it was a really fun, like enjoyable experience, and the band had a lot to do with that, because there's a difference between just like performing or just playing music, and they were definitely performers. They played a lot of songs from different genres. I really wasn't sure what to expect, so when they started with like popular pop culture songs, I was really surprised. Some of the songs that they played was Hips Don't Lie by Shakira, I Don't Care, the new song by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. I think they played Rude by CeeLo. They played Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. So like they kind of mixed it up and they appealed to their audience. So there was a lot of younger like teens and early 20s in the front of the crowd, and then you had like some of your older couples on the benches or whatever. So they mixed it up and they played a variety of music. The song that I chose to talk about, or the piece that I chose to focus on, was Hips Don't Lie by Shakira. It was composed in 2006, and it's actually composed of other like Latin themed songs. They took certain parts from all of it and then they recreated it and added them all together. The melody is it's kind of upbeat. It's like a salsa. It's a Latin salsa. So it's like has very strict beats. In fact, when like Shakira talked about her song a long time ago, or when it came out in 2006, she talked about how it's inspired by the fact that she would tell her band members and her producers that songs weren't ready until her hips were moving, until they were upbeat and fun enough to dance to. The rhythm was a Latin groove at 100 beats per minute. The form was strophic and modified strophic. Like it was pretty like repetitive of what it did. You had your verse and your chorus and your verse and your chorus. It was written with a common time signature, and it's mostly in a B minor. Now the thing that I found interesting after I researched this piece is that the normal performing forces in this piece there's a clarinet solo and a trumpet solo, which when you listen to like on the radio or in the produced version, you can clearly hear them. But for the Johnny Holmes band, they didn't have a clarinet or a trumpet piece, so those pieces were played by like the guitar and the bass guitar. So again, their Johnny Holmes band's performing forces were electric guitar, acoustic guitar, bass guitar, drums, and then vocals. So that is pretty much what I experienced. I learned a lot about Hips Don't Lie. That's an older song that I've heard many times. In fact, I've had some of my skaters skate to them. I just never really noticed that much about it. You can tell right away when you hear it that it's like a salsa or Latin type song. Shakira herself is from Colombia. So it became a big hit in 2006 when it was produced, because it was not very common to have like a lot of popular Latin produced songs. So that was kind of interesting. I didn't realize some of these, like those things about it. It's just a song that I heard on the radio. So this project has definitely helped me to like learn more about that, and to like now I feel like I hear things more often in songs than I used to. Now I just don't listen to them just to listen to them and enjoy them. Now I kind of feel like I end up studying them. So yeah, so if the Johnny Holmes Band is ever around the area and you're interested in going, I highly recommend. They do a lot of different things, and performers range in a lot of different ages.